What's going on, guys? I got a bit of an experiment for you today. Basically, we're going to see what would happen if Thanos snapped his fingers and deleted all of the rookies from the NHL. Who would win the Calder trophy? I'm basically curious to see whether or not it crashes franchise mode. It just says, like, there's no winner, like, winner not available. Gives it to someone that's not a rookie. I'm not exactly sure what's going to go on. Maybe, like, somebody in the QMJHL or whatever wins the Calder. I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. So, first, I'll actually show you guys just the rosters here with all the rookies taken off their teams. I had to go through and literally get rid of all the rookies because even after I got rid of the first batch, which was like actually good rookies, I noticed they started calling out just worse players. So we had to get rid of a ton of players. Basically, to do this, you just send them all to international. If you guys ever don't want someone in franchise, easiest way to get rid of them. So you can see here, Makar, both Hughes brothers, Fox, Kako, Nikas, basically every decent rookie, even guys like Nygaard there, they're actually older, they still count there to try and win the Calder. So I think we have like 4 international teams full of rookies. So hopefully, you know, none of them kind of slip through the cracks here. I do know that some rookies still get called up during the preseason, but they aren't very good. Usually they're like junior players that immediately get sent to juniors anyways. So we shouldn't have any rookies playing a single regular season game, in which case, like I said, very curious to see what happens. Also, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I want to apologize. I was supposed to upload this video like a month ago, but I sort of just forgot about it, ended up doing other videos instead. Right here, you can see we're actually jumping into the franchise. I'm using the New York Rangers. I think they have the most rookies that got taken off their team, so basically their team looks the most different. And I think getting rid of all the rookies actually did affect the ratings. I mean, Canucks, for instance, lose Quinn Hughes on defense. Carter loses Makar. Like, that's, you know, pretty high rating on your defense. We only have 6 players. The Rangers, I think, went down 1 because, again, I think they lost like 3 players, which is the most of any team. As well, guys, for this, we have to make sure we turn computer trades off, as computers can make a trade which makes them have to call up a rookie from the AHL. Even if it's like a 25-year-old that's played his whole career in the AHL, he still counts as a rookie. He has, you know, 7 games played, 1 assist. He could win the Calder with that. So we gotta make sure all the rosters stay the same. Same goes for injuries. We want those off. That way, you know, no one's getting called up. Even waivers, I think we should honestly turn off, because some guy could go on waivers, makes the team have an extra dude. They send, you know, whoever. It messes up the rosters. So hopefully this will keep all the rosters intact. We'll have 0 games played for rookies throughout the regular season, in which case, I don't know what's going to happen. And before we get started, the same here, guys. I first want to show you the New York Rangers lines. Like I said, they lost the most rookies with Kako, Fox, and Hayek. I hope that's how you say his name. So I actually had to sign like some free agents essentially for them to make sure no one from the AHL got called up that would have been a rookie. Now you can see there, we actually have +3 on the second line. Jamie McGinn there was actually one of the free agents I had to sign. And on defense, I actually had to sign McQuaid. Also, as you can see here, we're trying like a balanced defensive approach. We have 180 and 170 on each pair just to see like how that does. I never really tried that. Usually I just go kind of best, second best, third best. Georgiev there is starting goaltender for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. Also, I actually want to sim a preseason game for you guys to kind of show you what I'm talking about with the preseason, where basically every team calls up all sorts of players because, you know, they're trying out guys in junior, guys in the AHL, stuff like that. So I'll show you what that looks like in the preseason compared to once we play the first couple of regular season games. Somehow McKay there had 2 points in the first game. So basically, we're just going to check rookie skaters here. Look at the entire NHL. Again, we're a couple preseason games in, so look at the bar there on the right. You can see there's just so many players. A bunch of these guys will probably never make the NHL, and there's just literally too many players to remove them all from the game because we'd have to like start making players. I don't even think there's enough free agent players to kind of sub them in. But once the regular season starts, none of those guys should actually make the NHL team, in which case should be okay. And next year, guys, we're going to send the first couple games of the regular season just to make sure I did this right, and we have no rookie skaters or goalies playing in the NHL. Also, I was actually looking at like the Calder Trophy history, and for the modern NHL, like the past 20 years or so, I think Barrett Jackman was like the worst winner. He had 19 points. Now, was a stay-at-home defenseman, but still 19 points for the Calder. It's pretty rough, I think. So Minchad there, 5 points in 2 games. He's off to a really good start. So we'll check here again, rookie skaters. Make sure we know there's none on our team. We'll check the entire NHL here. Hopefully, no one somehow made it through. Okay, so there we go. Rookie skaters, entire NHL, 0. Rookie goalies, 0. Okay, so we should be good here to send the rest of the season, as again, there's no injuries, there's no trades. The roster should be locked in here. I'm very curious to see who they give the Calder to. And this is completely unrelated to the video, guys, but I don't think I've ever seen a coach get fired in the first 2 games. Like, even if you start at 0-2, how do you get fired already?
20 minutes later.
So I just simmed to the end of the regular season. As you can see there, I finished just under 500, 34, 35, and 13. We were actually fighting for a playoff spot, like a wild card. And unfortunately, we had like 9 straight losses here after the trade deadline. And no trades could happen, so I'm not really sure what happened to our team. Also, one thing I found kind of interesting, if you have trades turned off, then you get a ton more trade offers as you're the only team that the computers can trade with. So throughout the regular season, like every couple days, I was literally just getting another trade offer. So it takes a lot longer to sim through, but if you want more action in terms of trade offers, definitely one way to go. Now, as you can see here, Panarin, 77 points, 82 games, so pretty good season for him. Really not too concerned about that. We just want to make sure that no rookies somehow slipped through the cracks and played a game this year. And then, of course, we'll sim through the playoffs and see who gets that Calder trophy. Again, I'm not sure if it's going to say, like, not available, what's going to go on. So, entire NHL, not a single rookie skater or rookie goalie. Okay, so we're looking good here. Again, we'll sim through the playoffs. We'll check the awards. See what happens. And the playoffs are now over, guys. Look at this. Tampa Bay picking first overall gets Alexis Lafreniere with the Vancouver pick, and then Montreal actually gets second, and they finished last. So Montreal would hate that. Vancouver would hate that. Tampa Bay would be a dynasty, I think, at that point. Also, as you saw there, Arizona Coyotes actually are Stanley Cup champions. So the moment we all been waiting for, who's going to be the Calder Trophy winner with no rookies playing a game in the NHL? Looking at the team awards here, Tampa Bay actually won the President's Trophy and gets the first overall pick. Now that's just best of both worlds. Arizona actually beat Washington there in the Stanley Cup final. Eichel got the Art Ross Trophy, good for him. Kessel there, Hart Trophy. Carlson, James Norris. Lady Bing goes to Kessel. I forget when the Calder is going to show up. Evan Bouchard with the Calder. Okay, so we got to go check his stats because he didn't play a single NHL game. I'm not sure if he was playing in Bakersfield, if he was playing in London, if he got called up in the playoffs. We'll quickly go through the rest of the awards here. Was that Phil Kessel with the Conn Smythe? That's sick. I actually thought he could have won it one of the years Crosby did when Pittsburgh won a cup. And Jarmelson here got to Bill Masterton. Usually doesn't go to a guy on the Stanley Cup winning team. It's usually a guy on a team that sucked. Carolina head coach there, Kopitar Selke, Kessel, Ted Lindsay, Ovechkin, Maurice Richard, of course. So Kessel cleaned up. Next, we'll check Bouchard's stats. Like I said, I don't really know how he won the Calder. He didn't play a single NHL game. So Edmonton Oilers here, regular season. I mean, we know he didn't play. Yeah, he's not there. So I'm assuming he's in the AHL. He's actually not even showing up in the AHL. So we'll actually have to go and check like their contracts and see what games he played. So as you can see here, Evan Bouchard is not on the main roster, even on the contract screen. Now he is in the system. 20 years old, 74 overall. 0 games played. It actually shows him being on the London Knights. So yeah, he didn't even play in Bakersfield. He got sent to juniors. If I'm reading this right, he played in London this year and won the Calder Trophy for the NHL. View career stats here. So 18-19, that'd been last season. He played 7 games for Edmonton at 1 point. Didn't even play in juniors this year. Is that what I'm understanding? Playoff stats, 18-19 AHL. Preseason stats, okay, so he played 4 games in the preseason and had 1 point. And then he went to London, but he didn't play a single game in London, I think. I honestly have no idea. So it looks like if you don't have a single rookie playing in the NHL, the game just automatically picks a random player from the preseason because he had 1 point in 4 games. I'm sure there was another rookie who had at least 2 points in like the 7 preseason games that they played every single one. So not quite what I was hoping for. I was hoping like it would have broke the game or it would have said not available or even gave it to a guy who wasn't a rookie because, you know, he actually played in the NHL. This is kind of like not the result I was hoping for. I feel like in the real NHL, they would just simply not give out the award because no rookie played. But I looked actually in the past. There was never a single season where it was no one's first year in the NHL. I feel like that just never happened. Like I said, Barrett Jackman, the worst Calder Trophy season I could find. So I guess that's interesting results. Again, I was hoping for something a bit crazier than that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video either way. If you did, leave that thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do that. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.